Hey guys, today I'm going to review a game called Don't Escape 4 Days in a Wasteland. This game is made by Scriptwelder, a Flash developer that made 2 trilogies of pixel art games, out of which I've played Deep Sleep Deeper Sleep, and The Deepest Sleep. As well as Don't Escape 1, 2, and 3. Also, he seemingly updated all of the games to include an advertisement for Don't Escape 4, Days in a Wasteland. So both those trilogies in full, and also a couple of other games that were not part of a trilogy, like 400 Years, A Small Talk at the Back of Beyond, and even Meteor Launch, which is a kind of upgrade distance game. It's similar to games like Toss the Turtle, Learn to Fly, or Flight. Gates of Logic is also a kind of interesting game, at least the couple levels I recently played in it. I highly recommend you check out his profile, especially the Deep Sleep trilogy. Very interesting and surreal. But now, let's move on to Don't Escape 4. That scenery is very unique and quite appealing, and the video is even more so. So I then spent some allowance on this, while it also has a 15% off special promotion. First of all, it shows a credit for Unity in the splash screen. Game-wise, the first thing here is the font options. You can choose between a pixel font, the only choice you had in the trilogy games, or a smooth generic font. Very interesting. Also, this can be helpful if you find it harder to read the pixel font. That's what makes the game more unique though, so time for choosing a trade-off. Then the title screen options were kind of blurred at first. However, once you move the mouse right, you see it tries to imitate a depth of field effect, and the background elements are blurred in this pixelated way. Wow. There's also an options menu. One thing you can change is the static level, aka grain or noise. Or maybe it's referring to how static it looks with no noise like this. However, the noise is meant to make it look more real by making it look more filmic, I guess. Text speed is how fast text and dialogue is typed. Font type can also be changed later. Language is self-explanatory and pointless to me at least. There's also resolution option, the horizontal to vertical ratio of the single colored squares that make the image up, called pixels. High res can reduce the weird artifacting because the text and images don't natively match. However, that's the only real quality compromise because the game is low res in the first place. Also, the 3x5 font here makes it look kind of advanced. Save and load are explanatory. It's to save your game progress. Interestingly, the story is set in 1996. Later, and I like this game so far, from the art, to story, to the open aspect of choosing how to try and survive. Also, I tried saving the game, and it turns out there's 10 slots to save your status into, so it far from has just new game and load game. Even still, that's better than not being able to start a new game at all. However, you can actually add more. Not sure why you would want more than 10 slots, but here's how. Note, this is for macOS, and the following method significantly varies between OS. Go to Finder, hold down Command and Shift, and press L. This leads straight to the library in your Home User folder. Now open the App Support folder, then scroll down until you find folders that start with Unity. The amount of these in here can vary, as many games use the Unity engine. In this case, you need to find the unity.scriptwelder.don'tescape folder. For other Unity games, you'll have to look for the name here. In this case, there's several files that make up the save data. We have to store multiple versions of this. So right-click all the data except the Unity folder, then compress them to a zip file. Name this Progress Bundle. Pro tip, put a dash before the name. This puts it at the top. Delete the original data, and now you can launch the game, let it create more, and repeat if you actually have a use for that. Also, if you want to back up individual saves, one save is comprised of a save number file and accompanying thumbnails, which aren't really needed to load the game. However, it will display a question mark. Once it creates data, you can back that up as well, or you can modify the image if you want. Now, obviously, this is extravagant in most cases. However, a similar thing can be seen in Love is Dead, and this game has 3 profiles, so it could actually be more useful. They're all located in a file here called Modify Me Destroy Your Game, so if we move this to a new folder, it contains the 3 profiles data, and the game can't access it. However, it does create a new one because it isn't there, so anytime we can restore that progress. The folder is unity.curiobot.lid. Curiobot is the developer of LID, which stands for Love is Dead, so that's kind of vague. This might also make for good practical jokes. Just make sure you know what you're doing and move any progress files to a folder that you can restore from. I'm not responsible for any progress loss. Once you launch the game, this is what happens normally. However, this is if you spliced it, and yet, your progress can still be restored. Also, there is a bug in this game, at least apparently. Initially, there's usually a car in this barn. However, I did get it working in game, and now it's somewhere else. So why is this happening on mouse pointing? The invisible box for the car to detect mouse pointing is not there. However, only the cargo box is, for some weird reason. This can be used to store things in the car, and because the car is somewhere else, you're accessing the storage of your distant car, so you can travel to the car and your items are there. This might alter the gameplay. However, I don't really know yet. So, that's my review of this game. It definitely is interesting and quite enjoyable, and the music is gorgeous. I definitely recommend it, especially if you're into Don't Escape or even Deep Sleep. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the review. If so, feel free to like it, share, and sub to my channel for more content. If you want to get notified on new uploads, click on the bell icon after subscribing to my channel. I try to post a video by Saturday or Sunday. Also, to go to my channel, click on my icon or channel name just below the video. For any questions or requests you have, please let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching.